Welcome to this lesson on reading charts and graphs. The LANTITE literacy test often presents information visually in bar charts, line graphs, and other figures, because teachers work with documents like this every day. Attendance summaries, reading program results, survey findings. In this lesson, you will learn a reliable method for reading any chart, understand its frame first, then read its values, then test what people claim it shows. Let us get started. Here is our roadmap. First, you will learn to identify the parts of a chart, the title, the axes, the units, and the source. Second, you will practice reading exact values from bar charts and line graphs. Third, you will compare categories and describe trends over time. And finally, the skill examiners love most, checking whether a written claim is actually supported by the chart. These 4 skills cover almost every chart question you will meet. Every chart has the same working parts. The title tells you what is being measured. Here, books borrowed by year level in Term 1. The vertical axis carries the units, in this case the number of books. The horizontal axis carries the categories, the 4-year levels. The bars themselves carry the values. And down the bottom, the source line tells you where the data came from. Get into the habit of finding all of these parts before you read a single number. It takes 5 seconds, and it prevents most chart mistakes. 3 rules keep you safe with any chart. Rule 1. Read the title. It tells you exactly what is being counted or measured. Rule 2. Check the axes and units. Are we counting students, dollars, or percentages? Is it per day or per term? Rule 3. Only then read the values, because now the numbers actually mean something. The most common mistake is jumping straight to the tallest bar. The tallest bar is only the biggest of whatever the title says is measured, and that might not be what the question is asking about at all. Let us read an exact value. The title says Canteen Sales by Day in dollars. The question asks how much the canteen took on Thursday. Here is the method. Find Thursday on the horizontal axis. Go to the top of the Thursday bar, highlighted here in red. Then, read straight across to the vertical axis. The top of the bar sits exactly halfway between the 100 grid line and the 150 grid line, so the answer is $125. Always read across to the axis. Never guess a bar's height by eye. Line graphs show change over time. This one tracks the percentage of students meeting the reading benchmark across 4 terms. The question asks which term showed the biggest improvement on the term before. Work through the gaps one at a time. Term 2 rose from 60 to 66%, an improvement of 6 points. Term 3 rose from 66 to 76, 10 points. And Term 4 actually fell, from 76 down to 73. So the biggest improvement was Term 3. Notice the line dipped at the end. Trends are not always upwards, and the test often checks whether you spotted exactly that. Here's the skill examiners test most. Someone writes a claim about the data, and you decide whether the chart supports it. The claim says attendance grew every single week. Check each step against the bars. Week 1 to Week 2, 18 up to 22, growing. Week 2 to Week 3, 22 down to 21. That is a fall, shown in red. So the claim is not supported. Attendance certainly grew overall from 18 to 25, but not every single week. One word like every, always, or all can make a claim false. Check absolute words against every data point before you accept them. Your turn. The chart shows the average spelling test score for 4 classes out of 40. Question 1. Which class had the highest average score? Question 2. How many marks separate the highest and lowest class averages? Pause the video here and work them out. Ready? Question 1. The tallest bar belongs to Class 5B, with 30 out of 40. Question 2. The highest average is 30. and the lowest is 21 from Class 5D. 30 minus 21 gives 9 marks. If you got both, you are reading charts exactly the way the test expects. Let us wrap up. Read the frame first. Title, axes, units and source, before you touch any values. Read values off the axis using the grid lines, never by eye. When you compare, work step by step and watch for falls as well as rises. When someone makes a claim about the data, test it against every data point, especially when the claim uses absolute words like every or always. And remember, a chart only tells you what it measures, nothing more. Practice these skills with real LANTITE style questions at lantite.com.au. See you in the next lesson.